Right, this is just a quick video of my solar powered Shelly system. So yeah, system all starts here, the solar panel, which is wired through into the shed. Here you've got the solar charge regulator, a 12 volt regulator. As you can see, this is currently outputting 14.4 volts because it's nice and sunny, so I need a 12 volt regulator to make sure always got 12 volts going to the Shelly devices. I've got several systems running at the moment. I've got irrigation system, which is controlled from here. I've got garden lights, which are controlled from here, and then I've got several water features, which are controlled from another device in the garden. So you can see inside here, irrigation controller. There's my Shelly. This one's just connected through a single 5-core cable outside. So I collect the rainwater in these water butts here, which is connected through into this control system here. This is what it looks like inside the control box. There's 3 12 volt solenoids, each one connected to one of the channels on the Shelly RGBW2, and then a separate connection for the 12 volt pump. So from the valve housing over there, there's 3 distribution pipes going to 3 different zones. One here underneath the tarpaulin, one over here for the potatoes, another one over here for this bed. Now the irrigation time is set in my OpenHab timer, and it also looks at the weather from the last 24 hours. If it has rained significantly in the last 24 hours, then it won't kick in. It can also be set off manually, which we'll try and do now. Hey Google, start irrigation. Start irrigation. So you should start to see the water dripping out of this hose here. Now this is going to run through the cycle that's set in OpenHab, which means we'll do several minutes on this bed, and several minutes on that bed, and several minutes on that bed. The next part on my solar system is the lighting controller. So this is controlling several different lighting circuits around the garden. Again, all 12 volts, 12 volt LEDs. As you can see, there's the Shelly RGBW2 controlling the different circuits. This one's also got connected up to inputs, so my light switches work. So as you can see here in the shed, these lights are controlled by that system. And I have a light switch here. Means I can control these lights. I can't really show the lights outside as it's still daytime. Now there's a 12 volt distribution here, so that's feeding the stuff that's in the shed. There's also a larger cable which is running along my garden to other sections and other items. So over here, behind this little waterfall setup, there's another control box. There's another Shelly RGBW2 inside that box. That's controlling my water features and lights on this side of the garden. Because of the distance from the shed, there is a bit of a voltage drop issue, so there's another voltage regulator in there, just to make sure that there's always 12 volts running up here. Hey Google, turn on the waterfall. Again, there's some lights up here, but I can't turn those on, because I could turn them on, but you won't be able to see them in this daylight. So this is going to run the waterfall. And over here, a little pond. It's not looking so good at the moment, but the fountain is also controlled by the Shelly. Turn off the fountain. Turn on the fountain. So the voice control is quite fun, but overall it's just a bit of a gimmick, and most of it's controlled automatically on timers and also via my OpenHab system. So to show here, I've got several different control panels. So here's the rear garden. So this is all of these items are controlled via these Shellys. They're all running on 12 volts, all powered by the solar power system. This is the solar power system. So on here, You can see that the current draw on the solar power system is 22 watts. This is using the power meters in the 3 RGBW2s. And then here you can see the use profile. So you can see there when I just turned on the items, it's gone up from 10 watts up to 22 watts. Just so it's a bit easier to see, this is a screenshot from my OpenHub dashboard. It shows the top graph showing the total consumption from all the units combined, and the bottom chart shows the power consumption across the 3 different RGBWs in the different areas of my garden. This screenshot shows the dashboard for my irrigation system. You can see in the top left it shows the current status. It's continuously pinging the RGBW2 to check that it's still online and the solar power hasn't gone off. It shows the status of the automatic watering, how much water is expected to be used during each watering, the total amount of rainfall in the last 24 hours, which is going to take into account when running the automation, and the time of dusk, which is when it will next run. And then you can see some of the setup options, so you can select the zones, whether they're automatically watered or not, how many minutes to water each zone, and also manual control. Hey Google, turn off the vegetable garden light.
Sure, turning vegetable garden off.
Hey Google, turn off the shed light.
Okay, turning shed lights off.
Hey Google, turn on the back garden lights.
Okay, turning on 4 lights.